We're going to a movie. We're gonna go see a movie. So you gotta stay home and relax, maybe have a little nap. Look how cozy this place is. You have a giant house, a beautiful pillow. You got water right there. It's gonna be fine. He always looks so sad when we're leaving, and I always feel so bad.
Yeah, because he wants to hang out with us just constantly.
But you won't fit in my purse. I can't take you into the theater. You're not gonna fit. And look, he even has a window.
He's got a house inside a house.
This is a whole house. You guys have probably seen these many times, but just look how majestic the dogs are. Bye, Winnie. Bye-bye.
I feel very bad for the people who are probably just tuning in for the first time. They might notice that there's only 2 dogs in this house.
Oh yeah, I mean, people who have been on my channel for a long time, they know that Dozer is my first dog ever. Well, in Canada. We miss him so much. Look how cute! Dozer! Such a manly man.
But anybody who comes into this house, they'll see 2 dogs running around. But there's a portrait for a 3rd one. It's the secret dog.
There's enough room though to have another one.
Good.
We could. And we could even use these blank walls if we really wanted to.
This is just gonna be the Wall of Fame.
Could
the
be.
Hall of Fame at this point.
Yep.
All the best doggies.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, we're going.
Alright guys, we're on our way to the theater to watch Strangers Chapter 1. And I was excited about it because the one from 2008, the very first one with Liv Tyler, it is like one of my favorite horror movies. It's so good. Then they made one in 2018, which was okay. It like took place in like a trailer park, and I think it took place the same night, I think directly after the events of the first one. And so this third one, rumor had it that it was a prequel, which means it comes before the other 2 in the storyline. But now I'm hearing that's not the case, and it's almost like a remake of the first one with just slight differences. So I don't know, I've heard bad things. I mean, technically this is the first day the movie comes out, but people have seen it before this and it's getting bad reviews. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I know Tye doesn't like horror movies anyway, so.
Yeah, so no matter what, I don't think I'm in for a great time right now.
But we thought because we're heading to the theater, we would see if we meet the ticket taker. So this is an entity that I spoke about on my main channel. Go check out the video if you haven't yet. But it's basically this creepy person who pretends to be a staff member at the theater, and he takes your tickets, and then you get led to a strange theater where a countdown appears on the screen. A lot of backstory if you don't know, so go watch the video. But we're gonna head there, and I do have the tickets on my phone, so I don't know how this is gonna work. But we're gonna see.
How it works in like the Cineplexes and all that stuff that we have in Canada, they usually rip a part of the ticket off, so I guess they're gonna just break your phone in half.
No!
You have to have a little part of it to prove that you're actually supposed to be in that theater.
Then you know it's the evil entity.
Yeah, they're just gonna snap your phone.
By the way, Tye was stung by a wasp at an Italian restaurant, a really fancy Italian restaurant.
Why are you bringing this up now? That
I just
like
thought
a
of it.
Week ago.
I just
It
thought
was for
of
Mother's
it.
Day weekend. I sit down and just think, like, did I just like sit on something? Is there maybe like a hair on my back or something that's getting pulled by my shirt? Wait, this is hurting a lot more. So I had to turn to your dad and say, hey, can you check and make sure there's not a spider sticking in me right now? Lo and behold, there was a wasp sticking out of my back.
A giant wasp.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
So yeah, he was okay though. We were kind of nervous, but he was okay.
Genetically, I do not have a good chance with wasps, but thankfully I'm not allergic, unlike both my parents. So
and I'm allergic, and I almost sat in the chair that you sat in. So not that I'm happy that you were the one to get bitten, because that's never good. But like, I'm also glad, because I actually am allergic. That would have been awful on Mother's Day, just like going to the hospital. That wouldn't be fun.
Just be careful. Watch where you sit. Wasps be sneaky.
Okay, well, we're gonna go to the theater. It's actually a perfect day to watch a horror movie because it's kind of rainy and gloomy. It's actually very Strangers vibes right now, so I'll let you know if we see the ticket taker. I might be able to like take a little bit of footage with my phone, like obviously not in the actual theater, but like on our walk in there maybe. Anyway.
Just gotta stick it in like a pocket if you only had one.
I wish I had like a body cam.
Just sit it right here. But I'm not gonna do it, even though I do have the pockets.
bam, different car.
You can't say we don't change it up every now and then.
This is very abrupt, and it's also 4 days later. We're such good vloggers. So we're currently headed to the grocery store to do some weekly shopping, but we wanted to just let you know how the movie was. Because I got tickets online, I didn't realize that we wouldn't be able to like swap like physical paper tickets, which I was, you know, hoping to do that.
Well, there's been theaters that you go to and it gives you a code and you scan it and then it shoots a ticket out at you. But we spent like a solid 2 minutes trying to jam a phone in a machine that wasn't really reacting, only to realize that we were actually supposed to take the phone to the ticket taker.
Yeah, so the ticket taker was actually just a really nice man who scanned our tickets, and Todd took a little video, and it's just like me showing him my phone, and then we went in the theater. So unfortunately we couldn't swap like tickets.
He pointed us to the right theater, so.
Right,
I mean, did he really though?
What do you mean?
Because that movie was not good.
It was not good.
It was not good. Maybe that was the true horror of the situation. We went and saw a not good movie.
Yeah, there was a group of 4 people who about like either halfway through or like 3/4 through the movie left, like all 4 of them. So I was like, oh, I wonder if they're going to the bathroom. They never came back. So I guess they did not like it. But at the same time, it's like, what do you really expect? It's a cheesy, you know, slasher movie. You already know going in it's not going to be very good. Like, I already expected it's probably not going to be good.
Well, I knew it was bad when you turned over to me and just like first 5 minutes, like the acting's really bad in this.
Yeah, I know.
But like, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who does want to watch it. One of the characters spends probably the first half of the movie just gaslighting the other one.
Yeah.
Because there's a bunch of spooky stuff happening, and they're like, oh no, it wasn't actually that wouldn't happen. Yeah, just trying to make the other person feel awful. It's like, why are you spending your time with the person who does this to you?
Well, it's just like a classic movie of like making bad decisions, and every choice they make for their survival is just awful. So also the whole time I was looking at Ty and I'm like, why would they do that? Why wouldn't they do this? So it was, but there's something entertaining about going to a horror movie, because if it's bad, you're entertained, but if it's good, you're entertained. Well, that's how I see it. I'm like, either way,
but
like, it's gonna be fine.
This didn't get to the bad good.
No, I thought it was bad enough that I was entertained to see all the stupid decisions they were making.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Because it just seemed like you were angry.
A little bit.
It just seemed like you were very angry.
There was a creepy, I don't know if it was the ticket taker that maybe came in the theater, but I did see someone standing in the shadows in the far right front of the theater for like half an hour, and it could have been like a theater person. Okay, I understand they go and they like probably count how many people are in there, or just like, I don't know, watch everyone.
Well, I've seen some staff, they usually go and they look at everybody real quick, and there's like a piece of paper on a wall that they fill out and then leave.
But this one, they were there for like 30 minutes, and they were just standing in the shadows, just like beside the right side of the screen, just like looking at everybody. And I was like, why is that person just standing there? So maybe that was a ticket
really
taker.
Strange in the theater as well, because there was a section underneath the screen where there's supposed to be soundproof panels, and they were just off.
Yeah.
And what I didn't know was apparently underneath that screen, there's an emergency exit there.
Okay, that's where the person was standing.
Yeah, there's a door out of the theater right there. Uh-oh.
So someone just came out of the dark staircase in the floor and stared at us?
Potentially. My food alarm's going off.
We're missing our second snack, or our first snack of the day.
First snack of the day, because we're on a very strict schedule right now.
Yeah, we're going to the grocery store. But yeah, I gave the movie a 2 out of 5 because I use Letterboxd.
Oh, I was doing 2 out of 10 when I gave you my review.
Okay, mine was 2 out of 5.
You were too generous, I think.
Well, I give the spooky shadow watching us a 5 out of 5.
I honestly did not see that person.
Because he was in the shadows, just standing there.
Or maybe I was just too busy having like the first popcorn I've had in like months.
Yeah.
And just enjoying that moment, so.
All right, let's go to the grocery store. An hour later.
That was a bit of a trip.
It took a while, but we have all of our lovely bags here.
Hopefully it'll last us a little longer than a week.
All right, guys, I got the babies in the back.
All the babies, all 6 of them?
All the bag babies.
It's just crazy what groceries are now these days.
Yeah, it's so
I remember that the amount that we put down for this would have been enough to feed mine, like, entire family, so 4 giants, for about the same amount. And now that only covers one giant and a little lady.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys.
Insanity.
Have a good rest of your day, and we will see you in our next vlog. Bye.
See you guys.